I want to bring in Lana Torrey, who is a friend of the show, a FOTS, a friend of the show. You've been on before. Lana, nice to meet you, though.
Well, good morning. Thanks for having me here.
Welcome to Property Source Radio. I met my wife, Julie.
I did meet her in the ladies' room.
Yeah, did.
Yes, we did.
And you had no idea who each other was, of course.
I introduced myself.
What'd you talk about?
We bonded.
Well, the funny part was whether I
Put
should
your phone down. No
whether I should
texting.
I didn't know whether to shake her hand or not because I didn't know whether she had washed after she had stepped out.
Really?
Really?
I always wash.
But she was right at the sink, and I figured, it looked like she did. So there we go.
My wife's texting while she's doing this. That's against the law in New York State, texting while broadcasting. Put your phone away, okay, please?
Did you put yours away?
Yes, mine's away.
Oh,
Mine's away.
so is mine.
But didn't I hear you two talk about having an on-air fight?
Again.
Didn't you talk about something that we have in common with Lana?
Nantucket.
Oh. My favorite place in the whole world.
Ours too.
Oh my
Ours too.
gosh. I'm going to retire there. I've decided I'm going to sell everything I own and just live on the island.
That's how we're going to do it. Just sell everything, put everything up.
Let's go.
Just sell
needs
everything.
it?
Here's a house with a lot of crap in it. You buy the house.
Yeah.
We'll just go down to Nantucket, find a little place, buy all new stuff.
You know what? I decided I've been a collector for 40 years. I own 2 homes full of stuff. I have 2 barns full of stuff. So over the holidays, I asked my daughters, I have 2 daughters, both in their 30s. They're grown women. So I said, okay, here's the scenario. Mom gets hit by a bus.
Mom gets hit by a bus?
Yeah, mom gets hit by a bus. So I asked my younger daughter, Brett, who lives in LA, I said, okay, mom gets hit by a bus. What do you want out of the houses?
Oh.
She said to me, Mom, I'm a minimalist. I don't want a thing. I said, are you kidding me? I have all of these collections, all of this furniture, bolts and bolts of fabrics and dishes. And no, Mom, not a thing. So I asked my other daughter, Blair, who lives between here and New York City, and she's in her mid-30s. I said, same thing. Mom gets hit by a bus. What do you want out of the houses? She said, Mom, the only thing I want is the deer head in the family room.
Oh my gosh.
All things.
Sort of like half deer and half rabbit. Sort of, he's got sort of like funny ears, and he was always like a joke at Christmas time because we always decorated around him.
Can I be your daughter?
Oh, you
I
can.
would love to go through 2 houses and 2 barns.
Oh my gosh, full of stuff, but organized, I have to say.
Julie's lining you up in front of a bus over here. I just spent 5 minutes to go in the ladies' room, and there you go.
Got the RTS schedule in her pocket.
I know. Lana Torrey, you've seen her on TV. She's been on Channel 13. She's won awards at Homerama in the past, and she's just well-known, certainly, as the owner of Evergreen Interiors. What's going on in your life?
Oh my gosh.
Busier than ever?
I am so busy.
And why is this time of year busier than other years?
Well, I
other
think,
times?
Clients want to get their projects completed before the summer hits, before the kids are off from school. So right now we're ordering furniture, we're painting, I'm in the middle of probably 5 kitchen remodels right now and 3 or 4, going to be 4 bathroom remodels. Wow. Everybody wants it done. So they have, the little time that we have to enjoy our summer, they want to be free.
Yeah. And the way things are going this year, there may not be a summer. So how many can you handle at once? That sounds like a lot on your plate there.
Oh, I work all the time. I'm a juggler.
Yeah?
Juggle. Well, you have to. You have to be busy. You have to stay in the zone. And, I always try to have a positive attitude about it. And one client will bring 3 more. So, for... oh my gosh, almost 40 years now I've been in this business. But you know what? I love it. I breathe it. I eat it. And I knew this was going to be my life path at a very early age.
Really? How early?
Oh, early.
At 6 years old?
I used to. We had a beautiful house in the 19th ward. And my mother, we used to go on Saturday morning down to Sibley's. And my mother would buy a dish or 2 or a teacup and a saucer, some very beautiful things. And then I would spend the rest of the weekend arranging and rearranging the hutch. And take it all down, put it all back. The dining room table was always set for company. And, I just had a passion for it. my first piece of furniture that I dragged home, I was about 12 or 13, and my neighbors disposed of it at the curb, and I dragged it home, and I told my mom, I said, this is it. This is my desk. And you know what? I still have that desk in my office almost 50 years later.
Really?
That's great.
Wow.
That's great. Now, did you collect things too when you were younger?
Always. Yep.
Yeah.
I've always been a collector, and I'm trying not to so much anymore. I'm trying to be the giver instead of collecting things. I give it all away now.
See,
But-
Julie's like you in that way. I mean, we'll be driving around and she'll see some piece of junk in front of someone's house. And one person's junk is Julie's gold.
I was going to say it's your idea of junk, not mine.
And she'll throw it in the back of the Subaru, and before I know it, it's part of our of our life.
Absolutely.
You know?
I think the my favorite piece of furniture at home, and my house in Fairport is just full of stuff, but it's arranged, and I have accessories, and it's kind of cool, and we call it the Hodgepodge Lodge. It's sort of an Adirondack feel to it, very casual and earthy. But I have in my kitchen I have a vinyl recliner and matching ottoman from the 50s, because I collect 50s
Wow.
stuff.
In the kitchen?
In the kitchen. I have a big kitchen, so I have it set. And I traded a client. Oh my gosh, this woman had the most beautiful house on, I think it was Seneca Parkway. It's the street where all the judges and the attorneys lived.
Yeah.
And her husband was an attorney, and he had passed away, and her house was just filled with beautiful things. And I said, I will do anything for you if I could have that red vinyl recliner. And so we made a deal, and I brought it home, and it's still there. It sits in my kitchen.
And neither of your daughters want it.
Anybody here want that red vinyl recliner?
I will. I'll take
when
it.
I sell everything and move to Nantucket with a few clothes and a couple of pair of flip-flops, that's all I want.
A lot of that stuff that you treasure would be great on Nantucket. I mean, that's as eclectic and
Absolutely.
old style island as you'll find.
My husband, I'm sort of a newlywed. I've been married only 2.5 years to my husband, Jamie.
Nice.
And we travel. The first place he took me was to Provincetown for my birthday when we were dating, and took me on a trip to see the whales.
Yeah.
We went on a whale watch. And while I was on that trip, I had 2 builders that I work with called me for work, and I was like so totally overwhelmed with it. But we had such a wonderful trip. So we have a house on the lake, and I have decorated it Nantucket style, and I have glass jars of sands from every beach on Cape Cod and Nantucket where we've been.
Julie does that.
You do?
Yeah, I told you that we were there in the winter for the first time we visited, and I packed a bag of sand with Steve looking at me like I was absolutely out of my mind.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Oh my God. I have a new girlfriend today.
Absolutely.
And someone to dump your junk on if you want.
Absolutely. I'll take all your junk, because I'm sure it's not junk.
Lana Torrey joins us on Property Source Radio today. Julie Hausman, my wife, is standing in Pat Coyne's spot. He is on assignment for Property Source Nation. How's that make you feel, Jeff? Yeah. And Alex is with us as well. Now, it seems to me that you're a specific type of design person. Can you be adaptable to anyone's design desires?
Oh, absolutely. You have to be. You have to adapt to everybody. It's really not about, when I design for a client or when I design a model home, it's not about me. It's about what that client owns, which could be a dresser from old Aunt Tilly, what they've inherited, what they found on the curb, what they bought and they treasure. And so it's about what they have and how they choose to live in their space. And then, if I had a few more years of leisure years, I would go back to school and be a psychologist. It's absolutely the psychology of design.
So the two would tie in?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, they say that there's a psychology when it comes to color. What rooms should you
Absolutely.
want color, and so yes, it is very much psychology and science and trying to figure out what people do. And you're such a busy person. How do you keep up with like what's trending? What the new? I mean,
I don't sleep.
obviously not. You're busier than I am. And I'm really busy.
You know, it's good to be busy.
It
and
is.
it's good to show your children that you can be busy and productive. And I always tried to do that, be as busy. And while my children were growing up, I did loads of volunteer work all around town. I was on a board for this and a board for that. And, you know, and I belonged to so many clubs and organizations. But you know what? The busier you are, the busier you want to be.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true. So you know what? I'm not so upset that All My Children is canceled.
I know.
Now, you three ladies can talk about that all you
I'm
want.
feeling a little bit bad for Susan Lucci, but other than that,
Hey, I heard that she might go to Desperate Housewives. Did you hear
but
that?
all those years, and now wouldn't it be ironic if she was on Desperate Housewives and finally won her Emmy? Although it wouldn't be a daytime Emmy.
Well, she did win one.
Did she win
Yeah,
finally?
she finally did win one.
All right,
After
shows
all
how
those
much I
years,
know.
one.
And look at me knowing that Susan Lucci may be going to Desperate House. I've never seen her, and I've never seen Desperate Housewives, but, you know.
You will. TiVo it.
No. Other things to do on Sunday night. What is a hot color this year? I mean, is it, you know, if you're taking your psychology and putting it into your design, is it, and remember, I don't know anything about this stuff, as you can tell, but is there a hot 2011 color?
Absolutely. And it's really, it's a combination of two colors. And the new color is called greige.
All right, let's guess.
Alex.
All right, hold on. Rage?
Greige.
Greige? We'll find out what greige is after we take a quick break. It's Property Source Radio. We're here till 10 o'clock. Thanks for joining us on Sports Radio 950 ESPN.